Hey guys, it's Lishelle A here. I know it's been a minute, however I am back and I'm trying to get these videos rolling. In this video, I show you what I was up to while in Trinidad. I visited family, I spent about a month there and I was able to venture out despite COVID and its restrictions. I really hope you guys enjoy this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, leave a comment down below and show your girl some love. So of course with COVID we needed to get a PCR test done, so we headed to the general hospital where we got our PCR test done. It was definitely uncomfortable, my poor baby, but we were able to get through it. After receiving our negative PCR test, we headed to the airport 2 days later to catch our flights. Spotted my big sister at the check-in counter. She was able to check us in that day. After that, we headed to wait on our flight. Go ahead to put on your stuff. We actually didn't have to wait too long. Caribbean Airlines came in earlier than expected, so we boarded pretty early. Aiden was super excited. He insisted to carry his own suitcase. The last time I took Aiden to Trinidad with me, he was 4 years old, and now that he's 8, I know that it's going to be one that he remembers, and as you can see, he was pretty excited. The flight from Grenada to Trinidad is a pretty short flight. It takes about 30 to 45 minutes, so not much time on the plane. To me, I felt like if I went up and back down, that was it. Nevertheless, we made it safely to Trinidad. A safe landing and we were on the ground. I was so happy to see this airport, to be back home in Trinidad, to see my family. Alright, so we headed to immigration. There were a few things that changed due to COVID. We had to stand in the vaccination line. There was also an unvaccinated line, and there were other things that we had to go through immigration for. We made it out and just had to wait a little bit for my sister to arrive. One of the main reasons for coming to Trinidad was to see my sister and to be there for the delivery of my niece. Before heading home, we made a quick stop at the supermarket to get a few things. Some days later, I went with my younger sister to the mall. Here we are in a taxi and we're headed to Trin City Mall. No surprise here, whenever I'm in Trinidad, I always go to Wonderful World to get a few things. So here I am, just browsing around, trying to see what it is I can steal today. I'm just kidding. What is it I can purchase? Uh-huh. I'll come in. Let's come in. So guys, I do not know what happened to the rest of the videos that I took from my trips to Trin City Mall. I definitely had more than this. For some reason, they must have been accidentally deleted because this is all that I had, unfortunately. However, there's more stuff that I was up to, so you're going to see that shortly. An evening in Port of Spain. The weather was so nice. It felt so good to be driving to Port of Spain. So my friend took me to Port of Spain. He took me around Port of Spain, so we drove about a lot, and we eventually ended up at an open food court. So you're going to see that in a little bit. We caught up a bit of traffic that evening. I believe it was Friday evening, and everyone was heading home around that time, so it was quite busy. We were actually driving to Chaguaramas to the boardwalk, but it was closed off, so we headed back to Port of Spain, drove around for quite a bit. What was pretty interesting was that there was a lot of vendors out still selling food, long lines, still waiting to get their food from their favorite vendors. As you know, Trinis do love their food. So that was pretty interesting to see that people were still supporting vendors. So after this, we drove about and then we ended up at Queen's Park, Savannah Queen's Park, where there was an open food court. The food, guys, the food. Food is for sure my weakness. There was so much different things that I could have eaten. I just ended up getting fries and pork, I believe it was, and there was something on the side that was festival. Yes, it was festival. It tasted really, really good, guys. Where is this? Festival, right? I cannot touch the shoulder, so. After eating, chatting for a bit, and listening to Sweet Steel Pan, we headed home. Another day, another adventure. Again, we went to the south of Trinidad, this time further out. Our destination was to Bamboo Cathedral, so we drove through Port of Spain, Carinad, Chagaramas on our way to Bamboo Cathedral. We finally arrived at our destination at Bamboo Cathedral. It's actually a really nice hiking trail. You can actually ride your bike through the trail as well. So next time I do visit Trinidad, I'm going to make sure that I do hike there with my son, of course, and family. After leaving Bamboo Cathedral, we decided to randomly head to the zoo. It was a last minute decision that Aiden was very happy about. He's been waiting to go to the zoo since we arrived in Trinidad. Unfortunately, it was closed, however, it opened just in time for us to visit. Always something entertaining in Trinidad. We met these characters on the side of the road celebrating Child's Month. I remember these historical buildings. This one in particular, Queen's Royal College, one of the most prestigious secondary schools in Trinidad. I remember these from school trips that we took back in primary school.
One down there.
Look at map.
No, one down there.
We arrived at the zoo and immediately started exploring around. Aiden made sure that we did not miss one single animal to be seen. Your girl was tired.
my god, look at it so there. You don't why so close? Wow.
This time you got.
Wait up here.
What there?
No. No pause it up. Look at there. Yeah. Macarona? Where's that across there? Yeah, that flamingo. Yeah, the pink. Look them up there. Yeah, that
Flamingos.
Yes. Woo.
Only one tail. And one foot on it. That one?
Oh, let us drink water.
So, man, going to. What's that?
Hello.
Hello. Hello.
How are you? We finally left the zoo. My feet were happy. And we headed to our final destination at West Mall.
150 meters, turn right onto Ocean Boulevard.
We're at the mall.
We're at the ugly big mall.
Decorations are on point. Oh, look at this decoration for this entrance here. You don't see this? Pretty. Yeah, it's quite hidden. Yeah. Everything pretty about this mall.
Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't let me go. We walked around for quite a bit and eventually ended up getting something to eat, and then we left and headed home.